It's a pleasure to meet you again at Prime Learn website, the online education platform where best teachers have chosen to provide you with the education services at your ease. I am Agre Gerard Kayongo, a teacher of mathematics, primary 5. This lesson is coming from the theme of geometry, topic, lines, angles, and geometric figures. The subtopic is angles. This is lesson 30 under the title, Finding the Values of Unknown Angles in Triangles Involving Coefficients. Before we look at this lesson in its depth, let us remind ourselves on how we find the values of unknown angles in triangles without coefficients. For instance, when we are given a question, work out the value of P in the figure below. Work out the value of P in the figure below. And our figure is displayed on your screen. This is obviously a triangle since it has 3 sides and 3 angles inside. One angle is 50 degrees, another given angle is 60 degrees, and there is angle P, which we should work out or find its value. Basing on the fact that all the 3 inside angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, we form an equation which is P plus 60 degrees plus 50 degrees equals 180 degrees. P plus 110 degrees will equal to 180 degrees. In our third step, we shall collect like terms by transferring 110 degrees from the left hand side to the right hand side where 180 degrees is, and the transfer is with the help of the additive inverse of 110 degrees. On this note, we shall have P plus 110 degrees minus 110 degrees is equal to 180 degrees minus 110 degrees. The difference between 180 and 110 is 70 degrees. Conclusively, we shall have P on our left hand side being equal to 70 degrees on the right hand side. Right, that is a brief enough to introduce us to today's lesson, where we are particularly going to find values of unknown angles in triangles involving coefficients. In this, we shall be forming the equations, we shall be collecting the like terms, and furthermore, we shall be dividing the coefficients both sides to find the value of a single unknown or a single letter. My lovely viewer, right about now, we get started with our lesson, with our example 1, which is asking us find the value of y in the figure below. And our figure on the screen is, wow, it's a right-angled triangle. A right-angled triangle where one angle is automatically 90 degrees, another angle is 30 degrees, and the other angle at the upper vertex is 3y. In this, 3 is the coefficient and y is the unknown. So what we call a coefficient is a counting number, or it is an integer which shows the number of unknowns being represented. For example, 3y in our figure. We can have 5m, 10x. 10 is the coefficient. In 5m, 5 is the coefficient. In 3y, 3 is the coefficient. We can also have negative 20p. So negative 20 is our coefficient. Right. After understanding a coefficient, we also have to keep it in mind as we are to calculate or work out the value of y. We keep it in mind that the summation of the three interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Basing on those facts, we shall form our equation. And the first step in the equation will be 3y plus 90 degrees plus 30 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. However much we don't have 90 degrees in our diagram, but the symbol for that right angle is the one that we interpret and we write 90 degrees. The second step in our equation will be adding, where we shall add 30 degrees and 90 degrees to give us 120 degrees. Therefore, our equation will be 3y plus 120 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then we shall collect the like terms by the use of additive inverse, where we shall say 3y plus 120 degrees minus 120 degrees is equal to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. On the left hand side, we are left with 3y, and on the right hand side, the difference between 180 and 120 degrees is 60 degrees. So we have 3y equaling to 60 degrees. However, the question is asking us to find out the value of y, and we have found out that the value of the 3y is 60 degrees. What of only that one y? The sing of y, the value of the single y will be found by dividing the coefficient both sides. Since our coefficient is a positive 3, we shall divide both sides by positive 3. So on the left hand side, we have 3y divided by 3, which is equal to, on the right hand side, 60 degrees divided by 3. When we divide on the left, if we divide 3 by 3, it is 1. And 1 times y is y. So on the left hand side, we have been left with y after dividing. Similarly, on the right hand side, we divide 60 degrees by 3, which will give us 20 degrees. And our answer will be y equals 20 degrees. Right. Let's see another example where the question is, find the value of x. Look at the screen. What type of a triangle is that? That is an equilateral triangle. Why? It is being shown by the short marks that all the sides are equal. And there is only one letter that has been given to us there, and it is x. In only one vertex or one angle is x. What of the other two angles? We use the property that all interior angles in an equilateral triangle is equal. By doing so, we shall have found the letter to stand for the other two angles. So there is angle x and also angle x in the other last vertex, meaning that the angles in this triangle are x, x, and x. but the question is asking us to find the value of x. We shall form the equation, which is x plus x on the left hand side is equal to 180 on the right hand side. Since the angles are equal, also the letters representing those angles are also the same. We get the second step of our equation. After the summation of x, and x, we get 3x, which is equal to 180 degrees. In this case, there is no need of collecting the like terms, since we don't have any positive or negative number which we can use. So we shall go to our third step, where we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient. And we have said the coefficient is the integer that is written before an unknown, or that shows the quantity of the unknown. We have said a coefficient is an integer that shows the quantity of an unknown. And right now the quantity is 3. 3x is equal to 180 degrees. We divide both sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 on the left hand side and 180 degrees divided by 3 on the right hand side. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times x remain with x. So on the left hand side you have x, which is equal to 180 degrees divided by 3 is 60. Therefore, x is equal to 60 degrees. That is the value of x. Since we have been asked to work out the value or to find the value of x in our question. My lovely one, I thank you so much for learning with me in this lesson video. I once again thank you for choosing PrimeLearn as your best online education solutions. I'm happily waiting for you in the next lesson video, which will be lesson number under the title of Naming Parts on a Compass Direction. Do you know a compass direction? Could we be knowing the categories of people whose work use compass directions? My lovely one, don't miss. I know it will be an interesting one. I remain Agre Gerardis Kayongo, who has been taking you through mathematics of primary 5.